Welcome to visit Chill English Flow channel for learning English conversation. Jack and Soph here. Thank you.
Welcome to Chill English Flow. If you want to learn English in a relaxed and natural way, you're in the right place. My goal is to help you improve your English.
I was just reading an article about historical border disputes, and it got me thinking about a really complex question.
Oh, what's on your mind?
It's about the relationship between countries like Thailand and Cambodia. It made me wonder, is conflict sometimes more profitable than peace?
That's a heavy topic. It sounds terrible, but I can see why you'd ask. There are definitely groups that benefit from instability.
Exactly. It's a sad but fascinating idea to explore. Let's use the historical tensions between Thailand and Cambodia as an example.
Okay, so what is the main point of contention between them historically?
A major one has been the sovereignty over the Priya Vihar temple.
Sovereignty. You mean who has the right to rule or own the temple and the land it's on?
Precisely. It's an ancient Hindu temple that sits right on the border between the two countries.
So both countries have laid claim to it.
Yes. Over the years, this led to serious diplomatic tensions and even military clashes.
That's terrible, especially over a sacred site. So how does this connect to your question about profit?
Well, let's look at the argument for why conflict could be seen as profitable for certain groups.
Okay, I'm listening. It's a difficult concept to grasp.
First, there's the military aspect. When there's tension, a country increases its military spending.
So companies that sell weapons and military equipment make a lot of money.
Exactly. The defense industry thrives on instability. A peaceful border doesn't require new tanks or fighter jets.
That makes a grim kind of sense. What else?
Politics. A border dispute can be a powerful tool for leaders to stir up nationalist sentiment.
You mean they use the conflict to make everyone feel more patriotic and united against a common enemy?
Yes, it can distract from problems at home and make a leader look strong. It's a way to rally political support.
So the profit in that case is political power, not just money.
Correct. There's also media. A conflict gets more headlines than a peaceful negotiation. News outlets get more viewers and clicks.
So a few sectors, arms, politics, and media, can see a benefit.
That's the argument for it, in a nutshell. But now let's flip it.
Okay, let's talk about the other side. The devastating costs of conflict must be huge.
Enormous. The most obvious is the human toll. Soldiers and civilians lose their lives. Families are displaced from their homes near the border.
You can't put a price on that. That's a loss that can never be recovered.
And economically? Think about tourism. Both Thailand and Cambodia have economies that rely heavily on tourists.
No one wants to visit a region where there might be fighting, so tourism revenue would plummet.
Absolutely. The Priya Vihar temple itself is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Conflict damages its reputation and makes it inaccessible.
So the very thing they're fighting over becomes less valuable because of the fight.
The irony is not lost. Plus, stable borders encourage bilateral trade. Conflict disrupts that completely.
Businesses won't invest in a region that's unstable. The economic risk is too high.
So the short-term profit for a few is completely outweighed by the long-term economic damage to the entire nation.
Which brings us to the profitability of peace. What would that look like?
Imagine a scenario of total cooperation. Thailand and Cambodia could jointly manage the temple site.
A joint venture for tourism?
Yes, they could create a cross-border park, making it easy for tourists to visit from either side. The number of visitors would skyrocket.
And all the local businesses, hotels, restaurants, guides in both countries would thrive.
Exactly. The economic prosperity would be shared. People on both sides of the border would benefit directly.
And with open, peaceful borders, trade and investment would flow much more easily.
You'd see more shared infrastructure projects, better roads, and more opportunities for everyone.
So when you look at it that way, the economic argument for peace is overwhelmingly stronger.
It is. The profit from conflict is concentrated in the hands of a very small few, while the profit from peace is distributed across society.
It's the difference between short-term gain for a few and long-term prosperity for the many.
That's the perfect way to summarize it.
So, to answer your original question, is conflict more profitable than peace?
I think we can confidently say no. For the vast majority of people, peace is and always will be infinitely more profitable.
A very important conversation. Now, we want to hear from you all. In your opinion, what is the biggest benefit of peace between neighboring countries? Let us know in the comments.